Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chax Break. It's me, Mega Fire. Well, the artist formerly known as Mega Fire. I'm now Macaroni Senpai. And with me is my Kohai. Who are you again?
The Kohai, Dorko Fayu.
Kohai! What's going on?
Hey.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about stuff.
Stuffy
I think.
stuff.
Stuffity stuff. So me and Dorko have been watching Arrow recently.
Arrow!
I was gonna make the obvious joke about the other character, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a more appropriate moment. Arrow is great, I think.
We're enjoying it.
Well, yes. I'm actually really... I was going to disagree for the sake of disagreeing, but I can't even disagree with that because the show is that good.
Like, actually, I hate it. Let's watch another episode.
Yeah, Dorko, I hate it. The end of the podcast. You want to go watch another episode?
Another episode of Green Lantern? Sure.
Yeah, let's go. I fell asleep during Green Lantern.
Hey, you fall asleep during anything.
Not Arrow.
Well, that's true.
That's
I
true.
don't know how you manage. Like, that's like the one thing you can power through, apparently.
I have narcolepsy for people who don't... Or, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Where I just kind of shut down.
He has fall asleep-itis.
Yes, that's the one. So, sometimes I die in the middle of just sitting in my chair. That's happened before. I was in my living room playing Skyrim and I fell asleep in the chair while on Skype.
That's why we always do these podcasts late at night.
It's true, so that I fall asleep during them. No.
Comedic gold.
And then they draw on my face with black Sharpies. Anyway, Arrow! Want to give us the lowdown, hoedown, Dorko, for you on Arrow?
It's like one of those DC cartoons they used to have, but it's live action, so I'm enjoying it. You know, it's this guy, and his dad died, and he decided to become a guy who kills people.
That's very important. He does, in fact, kill people, unlike Smallville. Smallville. Smallville shit.
Why would you expect him to kill people? It's Superman.
It doesn't matter. He's not really Superman. He doesn't fly.
You might be onto something. He doesn't. I guess he fights crime, but he's just there's kind of like a list he follows, so that's complicated.
He is stopping crime after a certain point in the show, but he's still reluctant to it because his main goal is to stop like the macro evil, and then the micro evil will just eventually solve itself, according to him.
Something like that.
It makes sense, I guess, but not really.
I guess it's not so black and white either. That it's like he's totally the hero, but not everything he does is so heroic. Such a.
He is the anti-hero? Does that mean he's Shadow the Hedgehog?
With a bow and arrow, super edge.
It's like my fan fiction.
Is Shadow your only like go-to example?
Shadow sucks dick, so yeah, I guess.
That's a good reason.
Shoot, I can try to think of another one. I don't.
Here's a
no,
hint. Fuck you.
Oh, dude. Me? You're trying to use me as an example? No,
Dante.
Don't, man.
Don't.
Get it right.
I don't know how to say the wrong one. I mean the right one. I mean, what?
See, I really don't care because everybody knows what we're talking about. You know, fuck you, middle finger.
You say
flies.
everybody, but then there's gonna be this one person that's just listening. He's like, what are you talking about?
Go on www.google.com and type in DONTE. Fuck you.
That'll get the best results. We're not talking about the show anymore.
No, we're not. But closer to the show, why don't we talk a little bit about the characters?
Also, it's probably worth noting that we haven't even finished this first season yet.
No, we haven't. We're episode 12 right now, so halfway through it exactly.
Yeah, been enjoying it.
Okay, well, to get on closer to point, why don't we talk about the characters? So, you have a little overview of the hood guy. His name is Oliver Queen. He's basically Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I'll probably get reminded of Batman a lot.
Except he was stranded on an island.
He only lost one parent. And he uses bows and arrows. He kills people. He doesn't have a sidekick. And I guess there's no real supervillains yet.
I think that was one of the show's MOs, is that they were like, we're not going to use super-powered people, but apparently Season 2 is going to have that, so...
Apparently. I'm looking forward to see how they pull that off.
Same way that they... Actually, I was going to say same way that they did Batman, but really they didn't have that, did they? Well, same way they do it in the Batman universe. There you go. Because this is as close as you're going to get to a Green Arrow movie. You could basically say this is a Green Arrow movie. Anyway, Oliver Queen, or Green Arrow, he's known as the Hood in the first season because he hasn't really established an identity. It's
they have
just
a nice cheesy scene. It's like, we need to call him something better. And someone's like, Green Arrow, and he's just like, that's lame.
Yeah, that's lame. The Hood guy. Apparently they have a structure going on where it's like he goes from being the Hood to being the Arrow and then being the Hood guy Arrow. No, the Green Arrow.
There's just too much. It's confusing.
Too many arrows.
And also while you watch the regular episode where stuff's happening, and then it's like, here's a flashback to when he was on an island, and it's like, okay.
It's kind of like Lost, actually. It's like, imagine Lost and Batman.
Lost Batman.
Lost Batman.
Where am I?
Where am I? What are these arrows?
I don't know where I am. I'm scared. Mommy.
Mommy. Oh, wait. Oh, I was going to... Oh, I was going to spoil something. It's a good thing I didn't.
Oh, you like spoilers.
Oh, no. Bloop that out. I didn't even say anything. But, anyway, there's this other character in the show.
There sure are characters.
Yeah, there is. Like, can you imagine there's more than one character? His name is Diggle. He's the bodyguard for Oliver Queen.
That name makes me so happy.
Diggle, 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 diggle.
Look out, it's Diggle.
Like when the title screen appears instead of Arrow, it's just Diggle. They call him Dig.
I guess
Diggs.
You could just pretend he's like Alfred, and it's like, sure.
He's like Alfred, except black. Was in Afghanistan and
well, soldier instead of spy agent or whatever.
Yes, spy agent.
I don't remember what Alfred was exactly.
Nah, it's close enough. Remember when Alfred was a detective, but a really bad one? Oh,
remember
man.
when Alfred was the Joker?
I actually read the whole thing. It was a very interesting comic.
It's so weird looking at it. I'm not sure if I should think of it as a good twist or retarded.
Everything. It's not real. It's not. He wasn't really the Joker. You know this, right? The one where Batman dies and then they're all at the funeral, or
probably, but
yeah, he's not really. He just I don't understand that comic, but they all make up their own stories on how Batman died, and Alfred makes up the fact that he was the Joker.
Oh, okay. That makes it better.
Yeah, and I don't get I don't remember the ending to it, but it was all sorts of fucked up. Let me just
actually,
tell
that's
you
still weird. Why would he say that? I'm the one that killed him.
Nanomachines.
Comics
I
are
don't-
weird.
I don't know. I really don't. I have no idea. Anyway, back to Diggle. I feel like we should draw a picture of Pokemon where the hood is just like a Rattata in a cloak or I don't know what, something in the Green Arrow cloak, and then just like Diggle trailing behind him like this really angry like Diggle Doug yeah, I was gonna say Doug Trio, but yeah, actually, oh my god, I already lost my Diggle being a Diggle or Dig. What the fuck is it called?
What is what called?
The Pokemon,
Diglett?
not the Diglett. Diggle the Diglett. God, I got everything got mixed up in my head.
You're confused again.
Yes, we need to draw him as a Diglett. That's my mission.
I don't know how you do that though.
I'll figure it out. I'll do it. I'll make like a really angry looking Diglett with like a really defined like human head for and it's just Diggle. And as he's trailing along, all he says is Diggle, Diggle,
Yeah, you
Diggle.
figure that out. What the freak?
Anyway, that's the highlight of the show. It's Diggle.
And there's really no one else worth mentioning, although there is kind of a cop guy that's like, I don't like that green hood. I always like that kind of character.
Get me pictures of Green Hood. Just kidding. Get me his head on a silver platter. But not really, because he's helping, I guess.
That was one of like the few things that I would recommend Beware the Batman for. It's just a few episodes where freaking Commissioner Gordon is just like, arrest Batman! It's so funny.
Really, there's just like we can't speak enough about it without ruining the experience.
That's
all I
excuse
know
for being
is
so bad at it.
yeah, all I know is like I've been told the beginning few episodes are kind of slow, but it gets better. But for me, I enjoyed it from the beginning to the point I'm at
Yeah,
now.
that's pretty promising when you're hooked from the start, and it's like, it gets better. I'm like, oh, great.
Yeah, and it has been getting better, really. Like, it's just like, it's a plot that keeps thickening up. It's good. It's good, I recommend. But I think that's all we can really talk about it. Or do you have anything else you could add?
Well, I was pleasantly surprised by it. Like, I just, like, heard about it and occasionally read the discussion. I just kind of paint this picture in my head of, I don't know, a TV show I didn't like. It's
Yeah,
just some boring, serious show about Green Arrow. Who gives a shit? But then
Yes.
I watch it and I'm like, this is great. I mean, it has both serious moments and comedy, and it's, I don't know, I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's like you expect. I personally hate TV shows, so it's very hard for me to get into them. But this one I enjoyed a lot. It's stuff like this that I like DC over Marvel. I mean, I don't even like Marvel comics.
Does Marvel even have any TV shows?
It doesn't, but I don't like its movies. So if it has no hook on its movies, then I guess. See, DC hasn't been a problem with their movies,
Yeah.
but from what I gather, most of their cartoons and their TV shows have been good, except for like fucking what is it, Smallville.
There's some like
Smallville's-
obscure cartoons that I never hear anybody talk about. But yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the DC universe is just more saturated with good things, while the Marvel universe is just for the sake of catching up. They just make their own shits and then just kind of leave them as skeleton bears.
I can't really pick a side. It's just apples and oranges. There's some DC stuff I like, and then there's Spider-Man.
Okay, see, every time we have this discussion, you're just like, there's all this DC stuff, and then there's Spider-Man. I'm like, okay, so it's only Spider-Man?
I'm joking. I do have some interest because of
Deadpool?
I want to like Deadpool, but his recent stuff is terrible. His game is garbage. And actually, Deadpool is just garbage right now. I mean, I'm not exactly like a person who would have like the best knowledge to make that judgment myself, but I hate it. Maybe
Deadpool just kind of... He was something. He was the new guy on the block, and then he just kind of, even though he wasn't really new, he was just the flavor of the month. I'm assuming that's what it was, is that he was just the flavor of the month. And then, I don't know, you don't really hear much about him, and you just really hear more jokes. Just the concept of Deadpool is what really was his blast of popularity.
Well, every time I see like a discussion about Deadpool, it's like, these old comics, they're great. This new style of Deadpool, that's all the rage, like the game used, it's garbage. Poor Deadpool.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I'm actually pretty interested in for Marvel is Rocket Raccoon and the Galactic something.
Galactic Raccoon and his buddies.
No, it's
Rocket Raccoon. I was just copying you. Dang it.
I was gonna say Rocket Raccoon and the Galactic something. Like the Galactic Avengers is basically what they are, but they're cooler because they're not confined to the limits of. They're basically Green Lantern, but yeah, they're basically Green Lantern.
Oh, I guess they are. Space Police.
Space Police. That's kind of what space anti-hero. I don't fucking know.
Guardians of the Galaxy. What a bunch of a-holes.
I think that's what they're called.
Yeah,
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Basically Green Lantern. Man, DC sure does like the color green. We got Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Hulk. Hulk is Marvel, I know. I regretted my joke instantly. Like, it's like, this guy doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Hulk smash. I keep forgetting that I do just have enjoyment of the concept of big green guy that smashes things. I mean, there is stuff like psychology or whatever, but it's like, big green guy that smashes things.
Again, he's just... as a character with no substance, he's nice, I guess.
Well, I mean, there is this whole thing with, like, being miserable that he turns into a monster.
Yeah, I know, but, like, really, on a general scale, do you even hear about that? Like, do people actually, like, what do you remember the Hulk by? Oh, he's this brooding man who's suffering a traumatizing experience of becoming a green beast. Speaking of the green beast guy, man, he's cool. He goes around, he smashes shit. That's what you hear. You don't hear the background of it. But then, like, you get somebody like fucking Green Arrow who's got all this, like, contrast to him, and it's just interesting.
You have a point, you DC fanboy.
Yes, mate. Seriously, I don't know anything about Rocket Raccoon except that he's a raccoon and British. I know nothing about him. This is why I like him.
I have to admit, it is pretty neat.
I think Captain America is the only one that has substance. Captain America, Iron Man, and that's it. That's all. Off the top of my head, those are the only two people that I can like think of and be like, yeah, they have substance to them.
I feel like with this, what we've turned into just generic comic book discussion, we might as well let a third guy talk.
You're right. Is he here?
Yes.
It's
what do I know about comics?
Oh, it's Bob Hood. Who let this guy in? He's gonna blow up the house again.
You did.
Shit.
Idiot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It's because I probably snorted all this, like, air.
Yeah, stop snorting air.
Do what I want. Well, Bob Hood. Have you
Bob, Marvel or DC?
I don't know.
That's my answer.
I seriously don't know. I do not read a lot of comics.
What about the cartoons and movies?
Well, I haven't watched a lot of the cartoons, but I did enjoy watching Justice League with some of you guys back in the day. But some of the movies are good too. That's I just can't pick. I just can't pick when it comes to these things.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, Bob, can you? Well, I don't know. Like, a lot of people have this divide, but like, why? I just don't get it. Bob, can you give me like? Also, I just want to point out what Marvel cartoons are there? Are there even like X-Men?
Oh, there's like loads and loads and loads of different Spider-Man and X-Men
Oh,
cartoons.
okay. Spider-Man and X-Men. That's all I see.
Well, I can I can recommend The Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes because that's basically Justice League quality but with Marvel characters. At least that's what I felt like. I really enjoyed it. I wish it had more seasons.
So characters I don't care about.
Well, maybe you would care about them if you watched the show.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. No promises.
There's like a part where they play poker and the Hulk gets angry and he smashes.
Ah, nice characterization.
There's a lot of great jokes.
Alright, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna spoil one. There's this one where, like Iron Man is like, I can't figure this out, and he's just like talking to Hulk. He's like, but you probably don't understand what I'm talking about. And the Hulk is just like, it's cosmic radiation, and he's like, oh, so it is.
Oh, I guess they have the Fantastic Four, but that shit sucks dick.
I have to admit that I've never really seen much of Fantastic Four, although I like the Thing, and
It's oh, you mean Hulk yellow version?
he has his own little personality quirk.
Yes, he's like Hulk, but not as stupid. That's his characterization. Also, I think he's like from the South or something.
Probably.
Bob, what is your opinion on the Fantastic Four? Like the fantastic piece of shit.
I guess. I don't know. I told you I don't read a lot of comics.
But what about the movie? Oh yeah, you also.
I did not. I don't remember much of the movie either. Was it
don't
good or
remember the movies at all.
Well, there you go.
Except I'm never watching them again.
Yes, that's good. Because they're not worth
so
watching.
It's shit. Moving on then.
I'd just like to point out that like 60% of the Fantastic Four movie is them realizing we have powers. I feel like it's just a big filler.
Yeah, sometimes you just have trouble getting the flow of the story right, I guess. Like, I enjoy the Captain America movie, but towards the end, it was like a freaking montage. I'm like, okay, this is kind of lame.
Yeah, I mean, like, what Batman did, the Batman Begins shit, somehow they made him, like, they gave him the origin story, and they gave him substance, and they gave the movie a good, like, you remember most of it. And it's just like...
Man, that origin story took a long time, but...
Yeah, but somehow they were able to intertwine it and keep it entertaining. Well, it's just like cosmic radiation. They're in space. They crashed. Not really. They saved themselves. They're in the hospital, running away. Oh, look, the Torch is naked. Oh, look, he's burning. Yeah, when he's in the like skiing and then he burns his clothes off and turns
yeah, I guess. I don't remember.
Yeah, see, I remember only because I don't like it.
Oh, gee, that's a nice superpower.
I am the great Negativito! I hate everything!
And I remember all of it perfectly.
It's funny because I don't remember any good things.
No, that's the tragic part.
Yeah. Anyway, that sure was. It went from Arrow to Marvel sucks. I mean,
you know, I guess I'll admit to you that I probably have more knowledge built up on DC than Marvel, even though I still feel like I don't really know that much.
I can respect the X-Men, and that's about it. And even then, I'm just like,
I want to be interested by X-Men, but I'm not. I mean, I guess I can enjoy the movies depending on which one, but that's...
I want to watch the one with Ian McKellen where he's Magneto. I want to really watch that one. Actually, I was going to bring it up and ask you if you wanted to watch
I thought that was
tonight.
all of them.
Isn't there only one?
Although I don't know actors, so
Gandalf.
I don't know actors. I just kind of assumed they had the same guy for all of them, so I don't know.
I know that there's like a early 2000s X-Men movie, and then
There was the trilogy, and then there was prequel movies, and then there was a cruddy Wolverine movie all about Wolverine, and it sucked. And then they did another Wolverine movie, and it sucked.
Okay, see, now I'm curious. I need to see if Ian McKellen... I looked through his INBD or whatever it's called, and... Because I was curious what roles he played in the... I knew he was an X-Men, but I didn't know what exactly he did.
X-Men's,
yeah. He was Magneto in the 2000 one. I don't know, it was just called X-Men. And
Magneto.
Yeah, and he was Magneto. And that's the only thing I see. And then there's like 2014, I guess they're making another one where he's also Magneto. The Days of Future Past. He's Magneto.
Is that the newest one?
Yeah. Don't know if it's out yet, but yeah.
It might be cool.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so DC, Marvel.
Do you think we should just talk about Smash Brothers?
Yeah, that's what I've been wanting to talk about. Bob, what do you think about Smash Brothers?
I like it. I want to play it for my 3DS.
Don't lie.
I'm not.
You're lying. You want to play it for your Xbox 3 Wii U.
Sure.
Garbage party game. Let's go play Super Street Fighter 4 Ultra HD Mega Collection.
Whoa there. You're a little bit too hardcore parkour over here. Too pro game for me. I don't think I want to mess with that. I'm more of a casual player. Oh wait, we can use Weenie Hut Junior mode, or for fun.
I love that comparison.
Fucking. I guess we should give some context. So there was a Nintendo Direct yesterday, or I guess they called it a Smash Bros. Direct. If you haven't seen it, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? What have you been living under a rock? Come on, it's already day. Like, by the time this is released, it's probably gonna be like 5 days after the Nintendo Direct. Go watch it. Online mode has been revealed. They revealed some characters. Moveset changes were expanded upon.
Yeah.
Bob, why don't you tell us what they did for online mode? Just because I want you to talk.
Bob, use your voice.
Well, to recap. As Makerfire already mentioned, there's a for fun mode and a for glory mode. 1, you can play for fun. 2, you can push yourself to the limit for fun. And they introduced a thing called Smash Run, which is like City Trial from Kirby Air Ride, but I forget if that's actually an online feature.
I'm not sure either. I tried to look it up. Like, is it online? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe.
Wait, which one?
It would be the Smash Run.
Oh, I'm assuming it's online.
You pick up I would hope so. I mean, God. It's for those who haven't played Kirby Air Ride. It's a thing. It's a game mode where you pick up these little patches that power up your player, and after 5 minutes of traversing some strange map, you go to a mini game or a fight where you get to apply your new powers and not die. And that's that. It seems interesting. There's also
It looks like Subspace Emissary, but just the general layout of the stages, but it's not. It's like a little island. I made a comparison to a Flash game that nobody apparently played, which I thought was a thing that people did. It's called like Smiley Wars. It kind of reminds me of that. Just throwing that out there.
Sakurai loves Kirby Air Ride. Like you notice that like the menus to Brawl and Kid Icarus Uprising were just streamed like Kirby Air Ride menus, and like in this Smash Run, you like literally have the same style for like the pop-ups or the power-ups you collect, upgrades. Like it looks the exact same. Like it's just straight out of that game. I mean, I guess it could be.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. I think Yeah, they even showed like during the Nintendo Direct, they like popped up like a recording of Kirby Air Ride, and he's
Yeah,
collecting
same.
those power ups, and they looked exactly the same.
This was inspired
much.
by Kirby Air Ride.
Kirby Air Ride.
Thanks, Sakura.
Please understand.
But also that for fun, for glory thing. For glory!
I feel like he's oh yeah, only
Easy.
Final Destination. Anyway, keep going, Bob.
I almost forgot to mention no, go ahead.
I just wanted to quickly try to get it out there that it's funny because like the For Glory picture is just like Link instead of serious fighting, and then For Fun it's just like happy faces Kirby, Pikachu, whatever. And it's someone made the comparison that like this just screams Weenie Hut General, whatever. Junior.
Why do you keep saying general?
Because there's the Weenie Hut General.
Oh.
SpongeBob confuses me apparently. They're similar words.
No, but like, I don't know. I agree with you. That's what I had the first impulse to think of. Is it looks like Weenie Hut Jr.
It's pretty weird to just look at like Final Destination only. I'm like, why? But then it's like, wait, every other stage gets turned into something basic that you could just fire on with no crazy stuff happening. I'm like, I actually like that.
Yeah, everything turns into Final Destination.
I kind of wonder if there's going to be like an option for that, just like, I don't know, flat out single player, where it's like Final Destination version of the map. Cause
I don't think so.
I mean, that would have been great for Brawl because that one had terrible stages. I could just flip a switch and like, hey, it's playable. Like,
yeah,
Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong stage, both Donkey Kong stages, I guess. Newport City, etc. The stages nobody ever plays on.
I'm
like
curious how he's gonna make Newport City into a Final Destination stage.
Well,
only if it brings it back.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I guess he could. And then there's like the freaking Kid Icarus temple stage for Smash 4. It's like, it's another temple, and it's like twice as big. I don't think it's like even like Paper was wondering like, wait, does this scroll or something? He's like, no, I think that's the whole stage.
all I know is that when I was a kid, I used to love Temple. Now that I play on it now, it's gross.
I mean, I can see the appeal as just this big stage with lots of things going on, but really it's just not that fun to play on.
Oh, not that many things going on.
I mean, it certainly has unique formations everywhere, but it's just, I don't know. I don't like how the actual fights play out.
Who knows? Who knows?
People who play the game, they know.
Well, as Sakurai said, everything we show here is subject to change. So...
I got lost there. Oh, I don't know about the Kid Icarus stage. Might be cool.
Might be cool.
We'll just turn on Final Destination mode.
They got the ore rod thing from the games into it. I feel like Sakurai is just trying to put enough of his own things in there, but not too much so that he's not called out as being like, wow, whoring your own stuff.
And he was already called out for that.
Really? I mean, it didn't seem like he did.
I just
too
remember
much.
seeing like a magazine thing or something that was like, too many Kirby characters.
There was some guy I follow on Twitter who thought that do any of you guys remember that image of Palutena that everyone thought was like a legit leak, but it was never like confirmed? Yeah. This guy, he said that under the assumption that it's actually like true, he thought that 2 Kid Icarus characters would be like too much in this like pandering and shit.
I think the hard thing is like what 2 characters would be alright.
Pandering in Smash Brothers.
Well, self-pandering, because this is like own game now or something like that.
I guess I can see it.
But yeah,
I don't see why people want Palutena. I can't picture her in the game.
Well, Sakurai can make anything happen.
I know he can make anything happen. I just don't see it as just thinking
He's
about
teasing it though.
well, he sees it himself, and then he does. There you go.
I hope that all this teasing turns out to be a big troll, and he just flips the switch and makes her an assist trophy.
Just like sort of the Ridley situation. Lots of teasing.
Also, yeah, Ridley was flying over the stage after he said the stage boss's bullshit.
Yeah,
so,
I'm pretty sure he's not a character. Well, I mean, you could pull off some nonsense like one Ridley's on the stage and the other's playable.
when Ridley
That is
joins
a
the
thing.
battle, Craig takes over. Leave it to me.
Newcomer, Crocomire.
Hey. Crocodilio.
All things considered, I'm not really banking on him being playable.
I don't really give a shit. There, I said it. Who
Well,
I
cares?
just want to see the end of that big argument.
Yeah.
That big argument.
He's too big.
He's too big.
I can't.
No, he's...
I can't take that seriously as an argument. It just makes me laugh, especially with
What's-
all the funny edits.
What's the other
He's
end
too
of that
big. No, he
argument?
isn't. 8
What's-
years later.
He's too big. What's the other end of that? He's too small.
Yeah, Almost too small. Why do you make it in?
He used the giant ray and turned into a giant. Just kidding. Him turning into a giant means he's just normal sized.
I think everyone should
The
know
argument
Smash
is
Bros.
that,
Is very inconsistent sizes.
The argument is that if you make Olimar grow, he doesn't look weird, but if you shrink Ridley, he does.
I don't buy it.
If you keep everything in proportion, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of laws of something of
Wait, I've got it. Make Furby Ridley playable. He's small.
Furby.
Please, no.
Remember Other M?
Oh.
And make Fire just vomits.
No, that's not the sound of a baby Ridley.
You sure?
Don't actually try again.
I'm not going to.
Something neat that someone pointed out, because they're posting GIFs and weapons or whatever, was that if you actually look close, I mean, it's like you have Pikachu running away, and then you have the Ridley shadow flying, and if you look closely, you can actually see Pikachu's shadow too, and apparently Ridley picks him up and then flies off. So that's something.
I didn't even notice that.
Well, it's a very small detail.
Huh.
That's a Ridley
Well-
thing to do.
Might be either a grab or confirmed stage hazard.
Or both.
Uh.
A grabbing stage hazard.
Wow. What if it's actually Pikachu riding on top of Ridley?
I don't think so, but that would be something. Hey Ridley, I want to hitch a ride.
He actually summons Ridley as his final smash. That's one of the alterations you can do. Oh, Bob, why don't you explain that?
What?
The customizable moves.
Oh yeah, I was going to get to that. You can change your special moves, and that's about it. You can make Mario shoot straight fireballs that go fast, or you can give Donkey Kong a forward B that hammers people into the ground, except now he has super armor when he does it, but it comes out slower apparently.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
That's what you needed. The side B for DK comes out even slower. I never used that move. Well, I mean, if you could do it faster, that'd be something.
I hope,
You hope?
yeah, I hope that it's not just limited to the B move. Well, no, not. I hope it's not limited to select B moves. It'd be really cool if you can customize all the B moves, except for maybe up B, because I could see how that could start going into a little bit of an issue.
You might be able to do that because Kirby, instead of inhaling, can do an ice breath or something like that. So it might be pretty versatile. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of hype for that thing. I did before they actually revealed what it was because I envisioned like a lot more options than just like B-moves and stuff. But it seems to be like just that. Maybe it'll be fun, but I'm not really. That's not really my focus on features and stuff.
It might be necessary for some characters if you can help their recovery a bit.
Like Little Mac.
I'm thinking Mario too, but yeah.
Well, depends on what initial changes Sakurai makes. Maybe he's helped them out.
Mario looks the same.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure.
Everything you see is subject to change. Please understand.
I gotta remember that. So what was the reaction of you guys to Ninja Frog?
Well, I was driving, so I didn't really have much of a reaction, or else I would have crashed. I was happy.
That was your reaction. You crashed the car. You're like, what?
I was happy because he was my starter.
My relationship with Greninja is that when he first came out, I was like, the tongue is a scarf? What the fuck? That's ridiculous. But then it grew on me, and I actually like his design, genuinely. And overall, I'm pleased to see him in the game. I think he works pretty well.
Yep, same. I don't think that Fox with a broomstick up her ass and giant roly-poly chestnut is a better candidate.
I have to admit, I love Chespin and his forms, but I do have trouble actually wanting him as a Smash fighter. But we'll see what Sakurai does for Pokemons.
Sometimes I just think that Sakurai takes a big old coin and not a coin, but like a lottery machine, and he just like shuffles them around. He's like, which Pokemon is going to be in the next one? And then he just shuffles it around. He draws the ball and he's like, oh, Greninja! And then his staff all get up and they clap.
Really though? Most of these Pokemon fighters, except for Pikachu and Jigglypuff, are either starters or legendaries. So
well, Pikachu is the trademark Pokemon, and Jigglypuff is I want to say the trademark Pokemon for the show.
Well, not really anymore.
Maybe back in the day, but I don't know about now.
Well, hence the fact that Jigglypuff was in 64.
Yes.
And then they just stuck with it because Jigglypuff grew on people, I guess, from that point on through Smash.
Also, I just want to quickly say that I'm kind of one of those chumps where I was like, I don't know X and Y that well. I was just, so when it just showed his hands, Greninja's,
I know.
You know, I'm like, what is that Mewtwo? Oh, it's not.
I can't believe I didn't see
that. I thought the same thing, but as soon as his shit turned like blue, I was like, oh, it might be that other guy.
It might be that other guy, Lucario.
Wait a minute.
Newcomer, shiny Lucario. It's a clone. Enjoy.
So now we have 2 Mewtwo replacements. I'm burning down Smash headquarters.
I actually forgot about Mewtwo's existence. And then people started with like, but what about Mewtwo? I'm like, oh yeah, Mewtwo. I forgot about him. But in reality, I think the fact that he took out Bulbasaur or Ivysaur and Squirtle might mean that he's opened up 2 more slots.
He did not confirm that, even though I must admit that is probably what happened.
Well, okay, at this point, if that's what it means, then 2 more slots are open for potentially new characters. And either
it's so hard to accept that he's just gonna throw away characters that have their own movesets, but
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's probably gonna put them all back, but the way he made this trailer seem, I would have expected them all to appear at the same time. Though, I don't know. With Sakurai, it's weird. I can't predict his shit anymore. Like
you might have a point, but we have to wait and see for sure.
Jeez, and people say there's too many fucking Kirby characters in the game.
But it's
Like-
Pokemon. Everyone loves Pokemans.
Like, I'm not dissing Pokemon. I'm just saying, geez, man, come on. They gotta put a cork on that shit. Like, you've already got. By Melee, you've had 2 Pikachus, a Jigglypuff, and Mewtwo. That's 4 Pokemon. Okay, that's reasonable. Cool. You have, like, 4 Mario characters, so that's alright. And then you get another. Well, they take away 1, which was Pichu, and then they replace him with, like, 3 more.
Yeah, Mewtwo was in Brawl, don't you remember?
Well, Mewtwo, I mean, he was replaced, so that number stayed the same. They only removed 1 Pokemon.
They
to replace
removed 2 and added 4?
I'm saying the replacement of Mewtwo was like, they were like, Lucario's sort of like Mewtwo, and then that's it.
Yeah, like maybe 1 or 2 moves similar.
I don't know, I just feel like, stop, no more. I mean, I'd be happy if you, like, put Ivysaur back in, but Squirtle doesn't need to be in.
Yeah, Ivysaur, but fuck Squirtle!
There's a point, I like the grass Pokemon, and I like the Fire Starter. Fire Starter's the one that I like the most, but I just don't really care for the Water Starter.
Also, I'm gonna guess that part of the Mewtwo thing was that people Smash speculation, and at the time there was X and Y stuff popping up, and people were like, "What's this new Mewtwo form? Oh, that's gonna be in Smash Bros. For sure!" And now it turns out that's like not really. Yeah, that's not really a thing.
What's this new Mewtwo form? Oh shit, he's a bottle opener! It's definitely gonna be in Smash Bros.
He opened all the bottles. He talked to you.
He opened the bottles, the capsules.
And like, it makes sense at the time. You're like, oh, I could see that. But now it's like, that wasn't relevant. We were too quick to assume that.
Yep.
I never understand Pokemon playable choices. I mean, I guess it would be nice if, for the most part, Pokemon was just represented by Pokeballs and not fighters, but that's just the thing.
Well, I don't know how you don't understand.
No, I mean,
Please understand.
I mean, like, you can predict characters for, like, any other series, but with Pokemon, you, like, roll the dice? I mean, I guess you technically have a higher chance if you guess, like, a starter, some popular poke, but still.
I definitely could not guess the fact that in Brawl they would reveal the 3 starters from Fire and from Red
and Blue.
and Blue. Yes,
And green.
Yeah, green. I suffered to say those for some reason. Anyway, I didn't know those were coming up, but with X and Y, it's like I feel it's the first Pokemon game that's taking a leap in a different direction in presentation. Like, no.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You can have this argument with Black and White, actually, and you could have, if you had said, "Oh, they're probably gonna put 2 of the starters of Black and White again." Stupid things. Oh yeah, pig, snake thing, and
Oshawott.
You could have put those in the game as playable fighters. I wouldn't disagree with you because there's some backing to that, where they decided to take a more of a narrative approach to the game series, which they did follow up on X and Y. But then again, X and Y did take another step forward and just present itself graphically in a different way, more like what's that game called?
Stadium.
Stadium, yeah.
Got all Pokemon stadiums.
And then it just comes down to, this is relevant now. So it's easy to just go down that list and then deduce, yeah, X and Y is the best chance of having a starter Pokemon, or like a popular X and Y. I don't even know what a popular X and Y Pokemon is.
Greninja's popular.
Well, I meant aside from the starters, so there you go.
Apparently, Greninja's popular for other reasons too. That people were throwing out, like, he's one of the top Pokemon for 3 versus 3 or whatever. Blur, blur, blur. But I don't know if that's a factor, though.
I forgot 3 versus.
He is quite good, but I don't think that really factors in.
Maybe
No.
not. I don't know.
Well, if he's good, that means he's picked more often. That makes him more popular. So that
Exactly.
does. So yeah, there you go. It's easy to deduce Pokemon. Just it's really stupid how they did that whole thing with the starters and Brawl.
I mean, that was the Pokemon trainer concept, so.
That was very random and out of place, and I guess that was good.
Well, he just tried to.
It would've-
He tried to represent the Pokemon concept of switching out your little Pokemons and fighting guys. It was cool, but it didn't actually work.
I guess what I'm trying to say is it didn't really have any relevance at the time. Like,
I guess
I just gave you a map of how to deduce that. Yeah, maybe X and Y Pokemon will be in the game right now, but with the whole Brawl and Pokemon Trainer, more specifically from Blue and Red and Blue and Green, it was like, wow, hey, what are you doing here?
Well, you also gotta remember that Smash Brothers likes to look backwards too, and everyone loves Gen 1.
Mm-hmm. You can say that with well, not Pokemon, but you could say that with Kid Icarus. Like, whoa, Pit, dude, where'd he come from?
Exactly. Rob the robot.
Brawl did a lot of that. Brawl did a lot of that. Looking back, Melee was more like we're gonna live in the zone. What's
hey, yeah,
popular?
Game & Watch, yeah, Ice Quibers.
All right, I'll give you that. But only those two.
Shit, right.
So we talked about Smash Run, the For Glory, and
For glory!
For Weenie Hot General. General.
For fun, no Final Destination ever.
Final destination is the seed of all unhappiness.
Part of me wants to go like, this is silly, this is stupid. At the same time, I think it's smart, or at least I can see how I'll benefit from it.
It's necessary.
Yeah, sure.
I'm very glad that he. Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of Twitter talk about how good job, Sakurai. Now there's no reason to get the Wii U version, and I'm just like, have you even listened to the thing? Like, they said that there's going to be distinct game modes that are different between the two, and I'm assuming they're going to be significantly different enough or dynamic enough that people are going to have a reason to get the Wii U version, either also or over the 3DS one. Like, I'd get both. I already know that. I already made a promise to myself.
The Wii U one already has like better graphics and is confirmed to have like a lot of music per stage, while the 3DS only has like 2 per stage. It's not really like a deal breaker by themselves, but it's something.
3DS has a Smash Run. Wii U version isn't going to have that. That's what they said.
Well, it's got to have like something.
No. The point is that they're going to have different things. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
yeah.
That's what I meant.
So 3DS has Smash Run, and then even your guy, the guy you like a lot, Bob. What's his name? Konjac.
Yeah.
His tweets made me uncomfortable during the whole. Like, I just felt just generally like.
During the
feel
direct?
like, yeah, like during.
I wasn't there.
Oh well, I was reading the Twitter log before I joined the direct, because I had class during the actual direct stream, so I had to watch it pre-recorded or after recording, and it's just like at first he was excited, and then he started to get more and more grim and say all these very nitpicky things, and I just got like, do I really want to watch now? I'm in such a bad mood.
Nitpickiness is just in his nature.
No, but like,
suppose.
there was something about Zero Suit Samus and being ugly, and I'm just like, no! Zero Suit Samus actually has a face now. It's not like some kind of cardboard cutout on
It's
a plaster
different.
on the head.
People
It's
like
less-
it or not.
It's less ugly than Brawls, maybe,
Very much less.
but
ugly.
everything's less ugly than Brawls, so that's not really saying much, I suppose.
Some people
Apparently
will
not
disagree.
to Mr. Konjac. He doesn't like zero sounds. What else did he say that made me uncomfortable?
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
I actually wouldn't mind if you said an example, because what?
Let me think. There was something. Oh yeah, he was the one that was like rip Wii U version because 3DS version's coming out earlier and
Well,
it's got Smash Run. And
I can
was just like,
understand that, because it's like, I'm confused how this makes sense from a business standpoint, but I guess I can understand if it's like...
Are you a business major? Do you have your MA in business?
Well, I mean,
I never
Um,
follow business when it comes to video games, but to be fair, the Wii U needs games worse than the 3DS, so I guess I can understand what he's saying, but I'm not sure if I can confirm if it's actually
yeah,
like
and all he
correct.
said, I think, was like, I'm confused by this, like, why did they do this? And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of confused too, right? Wouldn't you want to release the Wii U version first, or both at the same time? But no, the 3DS first.
Unless they're just not wanting them to compete with each other.
Yeah.
It probably just needs more time because it's got like a lot of shit to do. Like
that
it has better graphics to work with and all that shit like that.
I'm guessing he's just trying to get Smash out.
well, I'm getting both, so that's why I was confused. I
Well,
guess.
I wouldn't mind having both, but heck if I know if that's ever gonna happen.
But of course, I don't actually know. But I've already got my plan in action. Like, there's a place called Fry's here, and they have a credit card in which you can like do down payments of over 12 months. So I'm just gonna do that for my Wii U, and just do down payments, like 20, $30 every month or something until I pay it off. Cause I'm part-time job.
Good for you.
Good for me. Anyway.
Well, must all try and get the 3DS version and smash with each other.
Oh yes, of course. I'm gonna get to that for sure. I'm gonna pre-order it actually when that happens. When its pre-orders are up.
Good, because you're not playing with me with a 3DS version. I cannot get Wii U version for like an Aeon. Neither
Attack
Sun
Make a
Moon,
fire, stop making noise.
maybe Paper. What is that? That is not an air blower.
That's the hair blower. I'm putting it.
That's a duck.
No, I'm
Put it
putting
away.
It's trying to communicate.
He's
Please
saying,
stop.
"Let me go."
Let the suffering end. Its last words.
His last breath.
Sorry guys. I was choking a duck out. Just trying to mess with the podcast. Ugh.
Frickin' Donald.
God damn it! If only Papero was here.
You just imagine the voice.
I'm trying.
I do have to wonder how much more we're gonna see or know about Smash until it finally pops up.
Well, I hope.
Any more character reveals or not?
I'm not expecting any more character reveals until like May, and that'll probably be it until like E3.
I'm hoping for.
Then maybe in like July and August they release the game for 3DS.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm hoping they release the
Hope
game
it's-
in like July.
Yeah, I hope it's like I hope it's soon. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I want it. I want it.
I want this video game. I didn't even realize it was gonna be coming out so soon. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, that's okay. I'm happy.
Is it really soon to you? Like,
Yeah, I was expecting to wait another year. I don't know.
Well, the game was announced like in like 2012 during E3,
yeah, it's been 2 years, bro.
Well, Brawl took like 3. Didn't
maybe even earlier.
Yeah, but Brawl sucked.
like Brawl had so many delays. So I'm like, I'm expecting that. Well, I mean, I guess I should have a bit more faith, but I mean, you know, I mean, I'm happy. So there's that.
Maybe if they don't delay this game, it will be good.
That's the problem. They spend too much time on Brawl.
They made too many changes. Well, first they made a game just like Melee. They just added all the characters, made the graphics pretty, and then right before release, Sakurai was like, "Wait, my casual senses are tingling." And then they delayed the game like 30 times. Ah, yes, this is the masterpiece I envisioned. Fun for everyone.
Subspace Emissary was probably their big mistake.
Probably.
Because it took... I imagine it took a lot of time, but it was also like not good.
Really? I mean,
It was like a boring Kirby game with the most amazing cutscenes.
yeah, okay.
The
Yeah.
cutscenes were beautiful, but other than that,
I think the game was pretty fun for playing it once.
That's the thing. And even then, that whole let's do every level again, that was really pushing it. Like, ugh.
the maze, fucking maze. I mean, at least it gave you a reason to use the characters you unlocked for the campaign, but still, it's a dumb level.
Yeah, no, I think I think I like the game or the Subspace Emissary enough to say that I enjoyed it, but I definitely did not like playing through it again. And by that I mean like the whole game, not just the maze.
Now I'm just thinking about what the intro will be. If it's gonna be another Windows Movie Maker thing with all the trailers they've done, or if we're finally gonna get another original intro, that would be awesome. Get hyped for the intro.
Yeah, the original intros were all pretty good, both pretty good. I miss those.
That fucking Nintendo 64 intro with Donkey Kong though. He's just like messing around. I liked the Melee intro. It looked nice.
I don't understand that one part of Melee intro where DK's just being assaulted by some weird ball and he's like, ah!
Mewtwo, no.
For the sake of Donkey Kong expression, I don't know.
DK's hurt, what's going on? Trailer continues.
DK's hurt, laugh.
That is a lot of screenshots. At least DK
Big
making a funny face.
Big monkey, hurt, laugh. Hello, my name is Sakurai. I am joke master. Look, big monkey, hurt. Ha 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 ha.
Look, Zero Suit Samus not in, just kidding.
Guess what? We must all rip in peace, Zero Suit Samus. Just kidding.
Oh hey, it is Palutena Trophy. Just kidding.
Am I Hideo Kojima yet? It's funny because they're like best friends or something.
Do you think Snake will make it back in?
Of course, he has to. Like, yeah, no.
Are you sure?
If not Snake, Big Boss.
Are you still sure? I don't know about this one.
I mean, dude, Sakurai and Hiro are best friends, so like, it would make sense. I mean, 3DS. Metal Gear Solid 3 released on the 3DS. There you go.
Well, that was
Suck my dick, bro. The fucking Twin Snakes was released on the GameCube, and they released a game on the
Chill out, man. Freaking Metal Gear and the crappy Metal Gear 2 are on NES, but whatever. I mean,
What? I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm using.
It also just depends. Like I know there was like, please put Snake in Smash Brothers, but now what? He's in Smash Brothers. Do you want him back? Should he return? What does Sakurai think? What does Hideo think?
He returns as Big Boss, punish Snake.
I mean, well, I guess they are. Now that I think about it, Snake is pretty happy, and Snake and Raiden are happy to pop up in fighting games like all the time, and party fighting games and whatnot. So I guess there's a strong chance he'll make it back in.
No, it has to be Big Boss specifically, so that his final smash is Miller popping up playing the fiddle.
Damn it! Stop.
Just stop.
I'm sorry.
Halt! Cease and desist!
Ever since I set my Left 4 Dead 2 horde call to being, they played us like a damn fiddle, and then zombies just swarm you.
I have to admit that is pretty fitting.
It's just been like I was like, even when the joke first came out, I didn't really like, I didn't overuse it. It's just Left 4 Dead 2 that's done this to me. Ah, I love that joke so much now because of that.
That's not really a joke. It's just a quote.
Yeah, well, whatever. I'm trying to avoid saying meme.
Well, quote. There you go.
That meme.
It's like a sentence or two that was said once.
That sentence or two said once upon a time in 1974.
Also, I've seen plenty of people that were like, I think Jigglypuff's going to be cut. I don't believe it, but do you guys?
It's hard to say.
Impossible.
Yeah, she's been in every game thus far, and that might have cemented her placement in future games and stuff.
Yeah.
But she as I understand it, she was only as popular as she was like back in the day in '64. So that might bump her out for somebody else or something.
Right.
Someone who got more requests per se.
Maybe.
But I can't be certain. I just can't.
Also,
I
apparently
just
at
have to
one
see.
point, Ness was almost just replaced. I don't know that didn't happen, but I don't know.
Who would you replace Ness with? The only thing I can think of.
Well, I mean, he would have been replaced with Lucas, but that didn't happen.
Yeah, I know, but like even now, like the only other person he can be replaced with is Nintendo, and even then, why?
Some other character. Well, okay, you wouldn't replace Ness with another character, never mind. No, unless they were like the main guy.
You wouldn't put another Mother 2 or a Mother Earthbound character without Ness, and I mean, I guess you can put in another Mother 3 character, but.
Just replace Lucas with Flynn, I'll be happy.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah, that I think.
Flynn's
Hell,
for Smash.
Dude, Duster. I love Duster.
How's that?
Your jumps suck because your leg is broken.
Bonnie.
Plays a dog.
Boney.
Hey,
The final smash for Boney involves him running for like 10 minutes because he has to warn Flint. And he finally gets to Flint, and then Flint comes out and he's actually the final smash. Oh man, who else do you guys think could be a potential newcomer? I mean, back it up logically.
I mean, there's some solid ideas that could still happen. I used to be confident that Dixie had a good chance, but now I'm kind of backpedaling, like, nah, I don't believe it anymore.
There's been very little on the DK front. I believe that, if anything, Cranky Kong... Well, oh,
Damn it, even after Tropical Freeze, the idea of that just makes me laugh. Just Cranky Kong.
I would love Cranky Kong, but it's not going to happen. It's just not.
If Cranky Kong's not going to happen, I doubt Dixie will.
I don't know. I just think that I was just thinking that Dixie's just been a character that's been sticking with DK and Diddy and Mario spin-offs, and then she was a Tropical Freeze. I'm like, Dixie Kong. When I think about it, it's like, do you really need a third Kong? And it's like, yeah, I don't know.
What would you do? Make a clone of Diddy, except she doesn't have a jetpack, but her helicopter hair?
She has her own potential. Jeez. Diddy clone. She doesn't have a. Fun.
You're so fucking flustered. Are you okay?
It just reminds me of those people who are like, make a man can't be a Smash Bros. Just be a clone of Samus.
That's retarded. I don't know. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly. That's
I think
how
Diddy, no, I think it makes sense to make Dixie a clone of Diddy, though.
Oh no! It does
Dude,
not.
You're just hungry. Go get a banana.
Hungry monkey.
That would not happen.
It would. It could. And it will.
You're full of you're full of bananas.
I like how I even said that I was. Dixie Kong will be in it. No, you're full of shit. Or full of bananas, I guess.
Although I
In the wise words of Cranky Kong, kill yourself.
Man.
No, I still think that Cranky Kong has the bigger chance just because of his popularity
That
boom
is
from
so
Tropical Freeze.
weird to me, but
Well,
I
Dixie's
guess.
weird to me.
It's just Dixie has more playable roles. As she's a female and she's a hero. She's
Ooh, what is this, feminism? Dorko, go! Go, Dorko!
she. I guess I've just never really considered Cranky as a choice.
What are you, ableist scum? Just because Cranky's old and disabled doesn't mean he can't be a fighter. Come on, man.
I never imagined. You know, I blame Donkey Kong 64. Just look at it. He breaks his back and he walks really slow, and all of a sudden, Tropical Freeze, he's like, "I'm a platformer hero. Look at me go!" I'm like, well, how did this happen?
You're obviously in alternate universes.
Remember the Donkey Kong timeline?
He took his medicine.
Is it? I'm pretty sure that the DK64 is the Cranky dies timeline.
Donkey Kong has the deepest lore.
I'm reminded by those 4chan images with the sea level depths, and then at the very bottom is just like Mario Kart. The deepest lore, unexplored parts of the ocean, unexplored depths of the ocean, Mario Kart lore.
Believe it.
Actually, Mario Kart has some pretty decent like connections and whatnot in them.
Also, I gotta admit that there was potential that you could have had a switching thing between Diddy and Dixie to directly reference Donkey Kong Country 2, but that was thrown out the window with Diddy Kong's reveal. With Diddy Kong's reveal, and then it was brutally murdered after the direct.
We are removing transformations.
And I like that, by the way. That's a smart idea. Characters get full movesets and whatnot, and we don't have to suffer through Pokemon Trainer again. So now Charizard and such will be fully realized characters that people will use. Also known as Bowser 2, but you know.
That's not true.
Charizard is a strong independent Pokemon.
Charizard has more mobility than Bowser. If anything, he'd.
I guess.
Well, actually, new Bowser might be more mobile.
They're all new mobile. They're more mobile.
Has Ganon been confirmed yet?
Nope.
No.
He's being cut.
He forgot his sword for the last time. Geno confirmed. Hey. No.
That I would love to see like a world where Geno actually makes it in, and there's this great trailer, and there's like the hugest shitstorm all across the internet.
I want to see that specifically for the shitstorm.
Like everywhere, not even just 4chan, just like, I told you, and it's like, what? It's happening!
I mean, it'll never happen.
I'm expecting a lot of remember your roots.
You didn't believe it, but it happened.
You didn't believe it. Picture of Naruto. Naruto for Smash Bros. Oh my god. I'm very impartial to the idea, but if Geno made it, I think I would be happy just because I really like Geno's design. Geno looks nice.
Yeah, I guess he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I think he has a good design, but I think he's a little overrated.
He's basically a star child, isn't he? He's a star child.
Yeah, I
What?
think so.
From if you're gonna connect the lore, he's a star spirit, but not really, I guess.
He was a star. Yeah, he's a star.
Yeah, he's a star spirit, protects Star Road.
I don't know the RPG lore that well.
I do like that they put Star Road as the thing. I don't know why, I just realized not just now, but like I take a moment to realize that they reference Super Mario World really largely with the fact that they acknowledge Star Road's existence.
Well, I guess that's what that was. Yeah. Never thought about it.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of came to my head. Anybody else you guys think has a chance?
Somebody from Fire Emblem Awakening. And there was a
Who could it
90%
be?
chance.
Well,
Pretty
after
good chance it's going to be Chrome.
after talking with Papro, I want Frederick
On his horse.
on his horse. What's the quote he says that just makes me die every time?
Pick a god and pray.
Pick a god and pray.
Dang it, why did you turn to Solid Snake?
Oh, I don't know. I was just doing a generic beat voice. I just that's such a good line. So well, like so easy to use in the game as a final smash.
Also, I think it'll obviously be Donald.
Donald from Mickey Mouse? Oh, you mean Mickey and Minnie Magical Quest? Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe Epic Mickey will be in it.
No.
No.
I'm shutting down your dreams, no.
Me too.
Don't do that. I like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse has no chance.
You have no chance.
Mickey
Video
Mouse is
games
no
only,
chance.
punk.
What?
Video game originated from a video game.
Oh, okay. I thought you were making a joke about Epic Mickey being bad or something.
Well, I can do that, but that's not what I mean.
Shut the hell up, bitch. I happen to like that game.
Well, you need better taste.
No. Actually, now that I replayed it, I realized that the beginning is really bad. Actually, now that I played it, I realized that you don't want to play this game more than once.
Now that I played it, I realized it's pretty garbage.
It's not garbage. It could have been better.
It could have been good, but it was garbage.
It's good. It's not great.
Hey, you'll eventually get to this stage of acceptance.
Dorko, stop bullying me.
I'm sorry, it's too funny.
I like the
You can
game.
just say it has bad replay value.
It does have awful replay value. It's really
But
boring.
why?
Because I don't know, it's just the impact of the story is what kept me going, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the first level with the it's a small world after all is incredibly tedious and boring. The other levels are fun. I think I would be fine, but like just trudging through the first level to get to them would be a mission in itself, and I just don't want to deal with it.
It must be quite a challenge just to make an interesting first level of these video games. Yeah. It'd be such a drag to go through sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's been done before, so it doesn't have an excuse, but yeah.
You know. 'Cause sometimes they just don't do it right.
I actually really like the mountain level in the game. There's this one mountain when you have to go find.
Can I spare everybody ever from this Mickey Mouse chat and just end the podcast?
But why?
We've been going on for a while.
We have
Oh, you're
Happy
right.
Dragon's on.
All right. Good point. Hey, everybody! Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Don't stand on the show.
Diggle.
Diggle.
Diggle.